never changes the excitement as they come off turn 4 and take the green flag. 77 of Hocevar. Lane Riggs on the outside, and Hocevar right to the point.
Rounded up in front of Lane. Wonder if Lane will say, I didn't really like that.
Yeah, I was a little surprised to see that going on.
There's Lane to the bottom. Talk about the top of 1 and 2 being there from the start. A little bit dicey up top in 3 and 4.
Corey Heim on the bottom, and the 5 makes it 3 wide off the turn.
How cool is that? 3 wide for the lead on lap 2.
It's Hocevar on the outside, Riggs in the middle, Heim on the bottom in the 5 with Christopher Bell right there in the 62.
You think Christopher Bell thought 4 wide maybe? Is there any way I might be able to get there? Did I mention we're on lap 4?
We're on lap 4, yeah. 3 wide. No problem.
And 2 guys at the front that have a reputation for not being afraid to move guys out of the way. That would be Hocevar and Riggs.
You got just that little bit more momentum, and it's the inside guy just gets pinched down.
Good battle here between Chase Elliott in the 7 and Caden Honeycutt in the 11 for 5th.
Split screen showing our guys battling for that lead. And Corey Heim trying to join them for that battle. As you look all the way through this field, they're side by side pushing and shoving already.
Yeah, listening to radio communications for both the Front Row Motorsports trucks, Chandler Smith, guys.
Yeah, the 4 goes around, and that's Donovan Strauss making his Truck Series debut here this afternoon. Caution out for the first time on lap number 14. 77, the control truck on the outside. Hocevar, Riggs on the inside. Off the turn, green flag back in the air.
Great jump there by Hocevar.
Lane got a little wheel spin. Christopher Bell trying to take advantage of that wheel spin. Can't quite do it.
Yeah, great exit there by Lane. You can see all the ground he made up there. Corey Heim dives in on the inside of Bell.
Side by side for the lead. Riggs on the inside of the 77 of Hocevar.
Look at that gaggle. Truck side by side all the way through the field.
Bell runs 3rd, Heim runs 4th, and then Honeycutt in the 11. He's looking to take down the 5 here of Heim on the inside.
Man, to tell us about them tear-offs. That's no fun, is it?
Yeah,
it's like trying to ride in a rainstorm with your windshield wipers off.
It's frustrating. How about Todd from Chemung, New York, bringing the Paramount to the broadcast?
Paramount, hey, that's the word of the day.
That's it?
Yeah.
Impressive.
It's really interesting to me watching these guys trying to get passes done. We know how hard. And you know what this leads to, Brent? Later in the day, what are they going to do, Todd? They're going to shove them out of the way because they're being respectful right now. But we watch our truck drivers, and we know as the laps wind down, it just gets more and more dicey.
We saw it Lime Rock last week late in the race.
You know what? I love what you said there, Josh. The truck isn't that bad. And I guarantee you he thinks with the right adjustments and the right play on strategy. Yes. And I think we're going to have to leverage strategy today because you're going to lean on that to try to get that track position because it's so hard to pass.
Battle for 6th here. Honeycutt in the 11. Chase Elliott on the bottom in the 7.
No, he takes it just below the top groove there as he battles against Carson.
Well, from the driver's input, NASCAR gave these trucks a little more gear, so it turns more RPM, which helps the bottom lane. And this is why, because you can see that Riggs is just struggling down there. He just can't complete the pass because Carson has so much momentum on the outside.
That 11 truck of Caden Honeycutt.
Right to the tailgate of the 11 of Honeycutt, looking for the pass. It's the battle for 6th.
Caught the lap truck up ahead, lost them some momentum there with the 4, and Lane makes a great move. But then what would you expect next? Carson to dive to the bottom?
He'll crossover. Carson's not going to give up easy, that's for sure. But again, that outside momentum.
Building tight here. Good right rear grip. Just building with the right front is all. Right front getting hot.
And gunning for his 7th stage win of 2026, the 34 of Lane Riggs. Also gunning for his 5th win of the year as he takes the green and white checkered to take stage one here at North Wilkesboro.
That was some good racing right there by Daniel Hemrick.
Yes, sir.
Battling to stay on the lead lap.
And truck's going to come down pit road here at the end of stage one, filling up with Sunoco race fuel with 0 carbon bioethanol and the 38 of Chandler Smith, Amanda.
He jumps over the
Yeah,
wall.
You saw Christopher Bell right there behind Chandler Smith. He's going to pull in. The team told him to stop a little short and to angle out to help on exit. That truck is loose, saying he wants to commit to throttle. And then for Carson Hocevar, a crazy stage one. He radioed to the team that his foot is burning. They're going to throw him booties inside of that truck. He's going to put them on during the pace laps. Josh?
Well, for Chase Elliott, he said the nose is tight, the back end is unstable, but that truck did come to him on the long run. As far as your stage one winner, Lane Riggs, he said those brakes were getting hot towards the end of that stage. He's struggling on entry. Air pressure, track bar adjustments. Also said it's very hot in this truck, guys.
Oh, very hot in North Wilkesboro.
If I'm Jake right now, I'm sitting scared. Well, there you go. He didn't even get to the start-finish line.
Garcia in the 98, the
NASCAR.
control truck.
NASCAR doesn't like that laying back on the starts, restarts.
No.
Oh, contact there. Garcia up high. Took a little bump there, but held on to it.
Jake Garcia.
I got to be honest with you. I'm impressed with Jake right here. That's that many more laps on the tires to be able to do what he's doing. It's pretty impressive.
Yeah, he pitted on lap 16, and here he goes. That's going to open every crew chief and engineer's eyeballs wide open down there on pit road and say, oh, let me add that to the notebook. We got some options here, especially if Garcia continues to hold this lead. This is impressive.
Chase Elliott in the 7 trying to squeeze through for that and get in the mix for that battle for second.
And Chandler Smith said, man, that looks fun.
Oh,
the
look at
squeeze
Carson.
play.
Oh, little bump and run down here.
I wouldn't be surprised to see more of a respectful racing at this stage of the race. Good truck through the center and exiting. You talk about how important that is, Todd, and I think that's where that truck's the best. Right there, and he's able to get the gas down and keep it down.
Got an engine problem for the 11. Caden Honeycutt began the day second in points, and he's dropped back.
See, watch this entrance into 3. Nice clean pass, right, Todd?
Yeah, not so much.
Until that part.
Until he got to the middle of the corner.
Will indeed, so killing 2 birds with 1 stone early on in the race. Fired off loose. Made that early stop, gained his track position, and still hang around there in 3rd.
Stable, but man, hard to pass. That's been what we've talked about from the beginning, and not making much progress racing against his teammate this weekend, Nick Lights.
Part of that fleet of trucks for Tricon Garage.
Caution.
Oh, got a spin.
3rd caution here as the 2 truck spins. That's Luke Baldwin for Team Rayome. And the yellow flag is out. 120 here in the heart of stage 2. In North Wilkesboro. Here we go as the drivers approach the Echo Park Automotive restart zone and back under green here at North Wilkesboro.
Good start there for the 88 truck of Majeski. Look at Hocevar, he's going to make contact. Leaning on the inside of Spin Roads.
Chandler Smith decides he's going to drive under Hocevar.
I like that move.
Yeah.
Intensity will just continue to ratchet up. Grant Enfinger's trying to get to the outside of Daniel Hemrick.
How about that move by Riggs? Crossover again to the bottom. See the 7 of Chase Elliott in between Riggs. Ben Rhodes trying to nose in there with a 38 of Chandler Smith and the 44 of Perez.
Perez doing a nice job hanging in there with those older tires. Looked like a little damage on that left front fender.
Yeah, I'd say he.
And a little damage on the right front fender.
He bopped somebody.
Somebody might have squeezed him.
Yeah, more than likely he bopped somebody.
He was running 12th at the time. Final lap of stage 2. It's Ty Majeski in the 88 truck.
Carson's only going to lose 1 lap, so he'll be back.
Happened at a decent time, if there is one. Green and white checkered flag
if they
for
come
Ty Majeski, his first stage win of 2026.
If they come right down pit road, Mike, yeah, they're going to lose more than 1 lap.
By far the most in the race. He was running 12th when he cut a left front. See how it shakes out for Hocevar and the rest of the field as we get set for stage 3.
Yeah, and Grant Enfinger is going to be one of those trucks making his way to us. They elected to keep Grant out last time, but late in that stage, Grant went hard into the wall and lost some positions. They're going to bring Grant in, kind of assess the situation right now. Derek Smith said that he may call an audible if he needs to assess the damage on the right side out of the truck. Point being, they need to get the truck body around those trucks to make sure that it's okay, get tires on, and then go out if needed, Josh.
The 99 of Ben Rhodes, he said just the nose is too numb. He can't carry speed through the center, so they made an adjustment for him. Ty Majeski, the 88 truck, much better. A couple more adjustments just to get him exactly where he needs it to be, guys.
The third and final stage here at North Wilkesboro. What sort of drama is in store for the final stretch of this race today?
Chandler Rife in that 42 truck's having another great run. Oh, fell sideways. There's Rife down on the bottom with SVG right on his tailgate.
3 wide with Chase Elliott back in the field in the middle, right around that 10th position. It's Chandler Smith in the 38 out front, followed by Ruggiero, Eckes, and Friesen in a battle for 3rd.
Whoa, Riggs way high there off the exit of 2. I talked about Corey Heim being quiet today. He's raced his way up, battling to get in the top 5 here. Got some pretty fast company there with him.
Riggs on the outside of the 45 and that 34 points leader. Lewis starting 16th up to 7th, and Amanda has more.
You know, we talked about racecraft earlier, and he said that he just has that natural ability within him. He's just a natural driver and understands the racecraft and really doesn't put himself in bad positions.
Fun watching SVG getting his stuff together on the ovals too.
Yeah. Well, we talked about Christopher driving back up through, but he had a little issue a few laps ago. We know how much these trucks rely on aero, especially that right rear quarter panel. When you bend it over, it's tough. It looked like look, Corey Heim looked like Corey might have got in a little deep. I don't think he meant to do that.
Definitely hit him and knocked him into the wall. So we know he's got great short track skills, and he's showing it today.
Got 7 top 10s coming in, but again looking for that first win of the season for Ruggiero. 4.5 seconds behind the leader Chandler Smith.
So close to completing that pass.
Shane's got such good forward drive up off the corner. That's where, look at that, turn that thing through the middle and get back to the throttle and completes the pass.
Such a great feeling being able to, I said Frankie went where no man ever has gone before, or few have at least. Bam.
need to manage those 4 good years.
And Gisberg in the pass up to 4th place now.
What about that margin of lead? Over 6 seconds. That's when you start winding the laps down. 39 to go.
At 65 laps.
Look at that traffic. I talked about what Chandler's going through. He's got trucks all around him. Old Butcher just ahead in that 13 truck. Having a solid day in the red truck there on the outside of Frankie.
He's got it all. He's first of all, he's a good kid. He's a good person. And he's smart. He understands race cars. He works on them. You know, he knows what's going on. And, you know, I'm a firm believer, old school driver. I believe you need to know about your race vehicle. And he definitely understands what's going on.
There's Chase Elliott in the 7 truck back in 8th.
Yeah, I felt like we were going to see a little more out of Chase here. It just, they haven't really improved on this truck as the race has gone on. You think at a short track it'd be pretty good.
Look at that, 3 wide on old tires. I don't know what else you need to have one happen. Ben Rhodes losing that lap. There you see Dawson Sutton. He's had a solid day again, up in the top 15, but he's going to lose a lap here.
Rocket Man going 2 laps down. Just not the truck that he wanted today, for sure.
Ben Rhodes would try to grab that spot away from Lewis, so he would be from Sutton, so he would be the free pass truck.
Yeah, that's in a very important race right there.
Yeah, you can see. Just mixing it up. I didn't see this happening.
No.
Christopher Bell going a lap down. What a great run here.
You know, Michael, we've seen this in racing many, many times. You get that one truck, that one crew chief that just hits it. He gets the right setup. He's got the right air pressures, and you go out and do what Chandler's doing. A 9-second lead, just waxing the field. Your truck may not be that bad, but you just got lapped because he's so fast.
Hayden Honeycutt
going a lap down.
Getting lapped.
In
Didn't have that on my
12th place.
Scoreboard either. This is the lap that is important to our leader, Chandler Smith. White flag.
White flag in the air. 1 to go at North Wilkesboro. Into 1 and 2, the 38 of Chandler Smith. 1 on this track in 2025 as he heads down the backstretch. And Chandler Smith for Front Row Motorsports out of 4 is going to take the checkered flag for the 2nd straight year at North Wilkesboro Speedway.
Wow, what a dominating performance.